Without any further delay, I would like to invite Dr. Muhammad Ali Shomali, my teacher, and I'm sure like teacher of a lot of us who have grown in his presence within the UK. I'm sure like everyone will be aware about Sheikh Shomali, but he is involved with a number of educational institutions, both within the community and outside in the community as well, trying to bring people together, raising awareness of important Islamic issues and principles, and also teaching a lot of our youth, especially, and filling in that gap within the community, inshallah. So I won't take any more time, and we're very thankful, Sheikh, for your time to be with us, and inshallah you can help us, like give us more energy to continue this work of Imam Mahdi Awareness Campaign, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much to you and all the organizers and the volunteers in Imam Mahdi Awareness Campaign, and also thank to Sister Abir for her beautiful contribution. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah al-aliyyil azim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Abil Qasim al-Mustafa Muhammad وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. I congratulate all of you for the birth anniversary of Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. It's a great blessing to be witnessing this birth anniversary and commemorate it together. Imam Mahdi is the Imam that has a community. It's Imam that has a congregation, has an ummah. And we cannot individually connect to him. We can connect to him as a community. We have to acknowledge that he has a community that he is concerned about. In Dua Ahd, you see that how beautifully we are taught to remember him every day, but not in disconnection from his community. When you want to send salutations, you say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allahumma balligh Mawlana al-Imam al-Hadi al-Mahdi. We ask Allah to send salutations to him. But you don't say Anni or An walidayya at the beginning. You say An jami' al-mu'minina wal-mu'minat في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها برها وبحرها سهلها وجبلها. Then you think about yourself and your parents. So it shows that remembering Imam and remembering all who are actively waiting for him are connected. So it's great that we together and in line with all the majalis and all the events that have been taking place these days and are going to continue in the next few days, celebrate his birth. We are very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for witnessing this great time. What I would like to share with you is a reminder about some of the aspects of our faith, our loyalty, our responsibility, our allegiance towards Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. For reasons that are partly known to us and partly are secret, we have غيبة, we have occultation. There is a hadith from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam in which he says the reason for غيبة is one of the secrets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I cannot share with you. When Imam Mahdi reappears, you would understand yourself. There are also reasons which are shareable. We know that in order to save Imam, in order not to be under responsibility of bay'ah to anyone, in order to be tested as a result of our human shortcomings, Imam is in غيبة. So at least we know 4 reasons that come to mind right now based on the hadith. Imam is in غيبة, but there is also something, as I said, is secret. So Imam is in غيبة. Number 2, our hadith also say that in the time of غيبة, some people will lose their iman. We are not talking about people who have never had iman. We are talking about people who have started as faithful people, but for them to remain faithful despite passage of centuries and waiting and being faced with challenges and doubts which come, has not been easy. So we know that some people will fail, will lose their faith. For example, just one example, there is this hadith from Imam Kazim alayhi salam. He says, إذا فقد الخامس من ولدي, when the 5th person from my progeny is not available. Imam Raza is the first, Imam Jawad is the second, Imam Hadi is the third, Imam Askari is the fourth, Imam Zaman is the fifth. The 5th generation after Imam Kazim alayhi salam. إذا فقد الخامس من ولدي سلبت الرحمة من قلوب شيعتنا حتى يظهر القائم. Mercy would be taken away from the hearts of our Shia till Al-Qa'im reappears. I will come back to this very beautiful point here. Allah, Allah fi أديانكم. Be very mindful of Allah. Be very alert with respect to your faith. لا يزيلنكم عنها أحد, so that no one would rob your faith. Sometimes they may rob as enemies. Sometimes they may rob your faith pretending that they are friends. Be careful. Don't think only enemies can rob our faith. Sometimes people who appear to be friends, they may rob our faith. لا بد لصاحب هذا الامر من غيبة يرجع فيها كثيرون مما يقولون بهذا الامر وممن يقولون بهذا الامر. For the one who is صاحب هذا الامر, for Imam Mahdi, there must be a غيبة. There must be an occultation. In that period, many people would return, would lose commitment to this amr, to this affair, to this wilayah. So it's a time of test. It's a time to be alert. It is a time to educate ourselves and our children. But the good news is that at the same time, it is the time that you can have the strongest iman, the closest position to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a beautiful hadith which says that Allah is most pleased, arda, and nearest to people when they iftaqadu hujjat Allah, in the time of غيبة. He would be most pleased with mu'mineen in the time of غيبة, and he would be in the nearest position to mu'mineen in the time of غيبة. Generally speaking, there can be individuals before who are stronger than some individuals or many individuals here, but generally speaking, we are talking about all community. So this is the good news, that if we are careful, if we manage to immunize ourselves with proper ma'rifah, with education, with community support, with teamwork, if we manage to pass on what we have received from reliable sources to the next generation, then we can actually be in the best position. Before I mention another hadith from Imam Qadim alayhi salam, I want to go back to what I just read, because it's a very beautiful point. Imam says, إذا فقد الخامس من ولدي سلبت الرحمة من قلوب شيعتنا. When Imam Mahdi, who is the fifth from the progeny of the Imam Qadim alayhi salam, is not with us, Rahmah is taken away from our hearts. Because Imams are Rahmah, they are manifestations of Rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In particular, we have this about Imam Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. In hadith of Jabir, hadith of Loh, that Rasulullah informed Jabir about all the 12 Imams' names, and when he reaches Imam Mahdi, he says he is Rahmatun lil Alameen. Imam Mahdi resembles Rasulullah in being Rahmatun lil Alameen. غيبة means that you are not able to physically visit Imam, who is the source of Rahmah. Your body would not be maybe blessed, your eyes, your ears, to see him, to listen to him, and receive this Rahmah. If we have a spiritual connection with Imam, we receive Rahmah from him. But those who have just to see something to benefit from, then they would miss a lot. So this shows that a sign of connection to Imam Mahdi is that your heart must be beating with Rahmah. If you want to be truly connected to Imam Mahdi, you must be very kind, very merciful. We want to offer people justice all over the world. But how can you offer justice if you don't start with compromising about your rights? If you are struggling with demanding your rights and you want just to reciprocate, you cannot be a good helper of Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farjah. Forget those who are doing zulm. Please listen carefully what I'm saying. Forget those who are doing zulm, even to an insect. They cannot help Imam Mahdi. But I'm saying, if you want to be helping him, you should be someone who is happy to give away your comfort, your convenience, your money, so that people can feel love, care, rahmah from you. It's impossible to aim at justice and then observe justice. It's like, if you say, okay, I want to pass the exam. I need, for example, to get 60 to pass the exam. I aim at 60. No, there's a great chance that if you aim at 60, you get 50, maybe 40. Aim at something higher. What does Quran say? إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ وَالْإِحْسَانِ. Not just يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ. Adl is minimum. But you need to safeguard adl with ihsan, with kindness. So if we want to be followers of Imam Mahdi, if we want to be helpers of Imam Mahdi, which means if you want to be a little mirror to reflect the light of Imam Mahdi, in addition to justice, you need to be muhsan. You need to be kind. You need to have rahmah. Everyone should know that those who work for Imam Mahdi are very merciful. Not just, they are very merciful. This helps them then to have a glimpse of overwhelming love that Imam Mahdi has for them. No one would be able to understand how much love Imam of our time has for humanity. Their love is more than love of father or mother or yourself for yourself. This is all documented based on the hadith. So now I just end with another hadith from Imam Qadim alayhi salam about the bishara for such people. Yunus ibn Abdul Rahman, who is a very reliable person, he's the same person that we have in hadith, أَفَيُونُسُ ibn Abdul Rahman ثِقَةٌ آخُذُ عَنْهُ مَعَالِمَ دِينِ, someone from whom you can take your religion, teachings of Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. He says, دخلت على موسى بن جعفر عليه السلام فقلت له يا ابن رسول الله أنت القائم بالحق. I said to Imam Qadim alayhi salam, O son of the Messenger of God, are you al-Qa'im bil-Haq? Are you standing up for the truth? Imam said, Ana al-Qa'im bil-Haq. Of course, every Imam is Qa'im bil-Haq. But the one that you are talking about is different. ولكن القائم الذي يطهر الأرض من أعداء الله ويملأها عدلا كما ملأت جوران هو الخامس من ولدي. But the قائم that is going to purify the earth from enemies of God and fill the earth with justice and social justice and equity as it is filled with injustice, is the fifth from my progeny. له غيبة يطول أمدها. He has a long غيبة. Then he reaches this point. He continues, reaches this point. طوبى لشيعتنا المتمسكين بحبنا في غيبة قائمنا الثابتين على موالاتنا والبراءة من أعدائنا. Imam gives bishara to the followers of them who hold on to their love in the time of غيبة, those who remain firm on this path. أولئك منا ونحن منهم. Very beautiful bishara for all true followers. They are from us, we are from them. What a unity. What a great level of intimacy. They are from us, we are from them. قد رضوا بنا أئمة ورضينا بهم شيعة. They are pleased with us as their leaders, and we are pleased with them as our Shia. وَتُوبَى لَهُمْ. Again he says توبى لهم. هم والله معنا في درجتنا يوم القيامة. By Allah, on the day of judgment, they will be with us. Not because we are qualified or deserve the same rank as them, but because everything would be treated as community. If in dunya you have followed someone, in akhirah also you have to follow him. In the discussion about social wilaya, we have explained this. So we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that first of all he has given us his ma'rifah and ma'rifah of his prophets and messengers and imams, and that He has put us on this track. He has included us among the people who are followers of Ahlul Bayt in this time. We are very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we request Him to help us to show our gratitude, show our loyalty by safeguarding our faith, by helping others, those who are already there, to grow in this. Those who are not in this circle, to be introduced to this circle. If you want to help others to remain or to join, or to at least be introduced, you should be a mirror. Reflect their light. Reflect their understanding. Reflect their love, their mercy, their concern, their care, their honesty. I hope, inshallah, with du'as of Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, we would be granted tawfiq to be, inshallah, a member of this circle. I thank again all of you for the work you are doing to make people aware of our Imam. And in a special way, I want to thank for the compilation and publication of this book that I had tawfiq to read. Inshallah, it will help our children and also those parents and teachers who want to educate their children. It would help them, especially if it is taken as a kind of manual and the things which are mentioned there would be implemented, would be checked by the parents or teachers. May Allah, inshallah, give you more tawfiq and more unity, more deep sense of satisfaction. بحق محمد وآل محمد.
Jazakumullah. I'm sure everyone would want to continue listening to the hadith and the explanation. There's definitely a lot more to say, a lot more to explain, but we're very thankful to you for the insightful conversation, and also supporting us, inshallah, in this initiative. May Allah increase your tawfiqat and that you continue the work that you're doing, inshallah, for all of us. Thank you very much.
Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah bless you, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Salam.
Alaikum assalam.